Hi, welcome to Scopious. I just want to take you through a quick demo. Now, Scopious is a full marketing system. In other words, it will enable you to do everything from keyword research right through to selecting products to promote and finding content. There are many different ways you can use Scopious, but in this demo I'm just going to show you how we can create the basics for a niche authority site built on a silo structure. So when you first start using Scopious, you can select your target country and you simply add in a keyword you want to start with. And I'm going to look at perhaps building a site based on welding. So that'll be the top end of my site. To get some keywords, we just need to select a search engine. In this case, I've got Alibaba selected initially. And I can either use a single suggest search, which is by default, or we can select full alphabet, which would do, for instance, welding A, welding B, welding C, welding D, and pull all the suggested results from those letters. Or if you want model numbers and product numbers, etc., then you can use a full alphanumeric search as well. So let's just get ourselves some keywords. I'll just put a single keyword in here to start. And I'm going to pick some from Alibaba. I've just got normal selected here for the search depth, so I just want to get a few keywords for this demonstration. So let me just find some keywords from Alibaba. And let's just add a few more in, I think, from Amazon. Let's just find some more of those. And again, I think we're going to pull some more from Google this time. And that's just so it gives us a nice number of keywords. And what we're going to do now is we're going to grab some data. So we simply right click on the keywords and select all of those. And now we can right click again and I can export to Google using the default browser. Let me just click on that one and see it will just open up. So it's tracking Google Keyword Planner and immediately it opens up the Google Keyword Planner for us. Now we want to get some search volumes, so we use the get search volume for a list of keywords. We can simply paste the keywords in. That's all automatic and we get the search volumes. And it will take a couple of seconds for Google to get that information for us. And when it does, we can just click on the Keyword Ideas tab. And you will now see that we have all the keywords plus the average monthly searches plus the suggested bids. And we can now just download these, just accept the prompts, save that file off. And it doesn't really matter where you do it. I'd normally just save them to my downloads. So I just save that one off. And then I can go back to Scopious. And you will see that it now says the CSV file has been detected. So we don't need to upload it or anything. It detects it all. It knows that you saved it off. So we simply click load. And as you see, as if by magic, it completely fills the Scopious window with all the average monthly figures and the suggested bids. You can see just how easy that is. Okay, we have full sort and filter facilities built into Scopious. So for instance, I can sort the average monthly search volumes, descending or ascending. So I'll do this descending here. I've got the highest ones at the top. And I can filter, for instance, everything greater than, say, 70 cents per click. Just apply that. And that's filtered for me. If I want to keep this, I can now refresh everything and keep the filtered information. If I click that, it'll just resort everything for me and keep it nice and tidy and get rid of anything that I don't want. Okay, now we have a list of our highest value keywords, i.e. those with the highest monthly searches and the highest cost per click. I want to start looking at finding the top level of our silo structure. So these are the categories that we're going to put into our site. So as I said, the site is about welding, so we need to just find welding related categories. So I'm just going to select all for the moment, and you'll see why in just a second. And now I'm going to deselect the ones that I actually want to keep. I'm going to have welding supplies, so that fits under welding, welding helmets, welding machines, welding caps, welding goggles, welding gloves, welding helmet, welding machine, welding jacket, welding cap, and I think that'll do. If we have 8 to 10 silos, then that's perfect. Okay, now I can simply delete the keywords that are selected and just leave me with the ones that I want. And we've now got the top of our silos. And what I can do now, I can get the competition data. This will now go off to SEO Mars. It will do a top 10 search engine search, and it will check each of the top 10 competitors and check their backlinks, etc., to find out just how strong a competition that particular keyword is. In other words, how easy or difficult is it to rank that keyword in the top 10. Anything that's a green or yellow is okay. Reds are slightly stronger, but it doesn't mean we have to dismiss them, because I said this is the top of our silo. So in this particular case, I've only got one strong competition one there, and I'm going to leave that as it is. Now, if you want to do a more in-depth report, we can do, for instance, if we go to Welding Caps, we can do a full Google report, and this will now go and do a full top 10 Google analysis on that keyword. And you will now see we have the full top 10 Google results, and we can find the page authority, domain authority, the number of do follow links, the number of no follow links, etc. So we can get a full SEO analysis, and down here are the overall results, so we can estimate again how strong the competition is for that particular keyword. We also have the same for each of the top 10. We have the social indications such as Google+, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, etc. We also have the related searches. These are the related searches that Google are suggesting. So again, these probably ought to be included within your website. And most importantly, we have this meta tag report. Now, these are the targeted keywords, in other words, the keywords that your competition, in other words, the top 10 in Google, are targeting. So these are pulled directly from their website. So these are all keywords, again, that you should probably also be targeting. Easily accessible from the extended report. Okay, let's just go back to our silo structure. So we've now got, as we said, the top of our silos. And now underneath we need posts or articles or content ideas to actually create the content for our site. All you need to do is to, well, I go to Welding Caps and go more like these. And you'll see it gives us a whole set of titles for our articles. Welding Caps, Sewing Pattern Free, Welding Caps by Eve, etc. And similarly, the welding jackets, find more like these. Welding gloves, find more like these. Welding goggles, find more like these. Welding caps, find more like these. Welding machines, find more like these. Welding helmets, find more like these. Welding supplies, find more like these. As you can see, if I filter on here for helmet and apply a filter, you can see we've got welding helmets, then we've got welding goggles versus helmets, welding helmet reviews, welding helmet mirror, welding helmet lows, welding helmets cheap, etc. Then we can just clear that. And we can select all, and we can actually export this to a CSV file or an Excel file for you to use to build your niche authority site. Okay, with all that done, you now need to find some products to sell, and again, you can do that very easily. This will do it direct from here. You'll see we've got ClickBank, JVZoo, Amazon, eBay, and Warrior Plus, and these are basically hardware. So your best choices would be to go to welding helmets at Amazon, for instance, and that will open up welding helmets for you here. #1 bestseller right at the top here. So ideal. You can take a department and choose things by relevant, or quite a good way of doing this is to put it at a high price, because obviously the higher price is stuff you want to sell if possible. As you can see in welding helmets, there are some £500–600 bits of kit available for you to promote. And similarly, let's look at welding gloves, for instance. Let's try eBay, and now you find a whole raft of welding gloves again that you could promote. And finally, once you've got a product, you need some content, so you can do some content research now. Let's go to welding helmets, and we can do a content research, and here we'll be able to find articles. So look here, cool welding helmets, 2 main types of welding helmets, etc. safety gear for welding. So there's some ideas for content. Similarly, you can find royalty-free images. And if you need more images, in some cases, if you're using particularly long-tailed keywords, you may not find an exact image for that. So it breaks it down here. It breaks the keyword down so you can do a broader search. So I just will search on welding there. And now it will bring up a lot more images for us. Similarly, we can look for videos, and that will list us videos from YouTube. So let's just have a look at this one here, for instance.
Miller Elite Series helmets are the ultimate helmet for visibility and all day.
And finally, you can pull up the Yahoo Answers, and that will give you some great ideas for answers and questions, again, for adding content to your site. What is a good welding helmet? I need some advice about this welding helmet. So you can check and see exactly what people are asking. So you have a great idea about what you need to be putting on your site to answer those questions. And that's just one way you can use Scopious. Obviously, with access to the Google Keyword Planner tool directly, and to competition from Moz, and 6 of the top search engines for pulling suggest keywords from, you can build massive keyword lists very, very quickly and analyze them very, very quickly as well. Scopious, not just a keyword tool, but a full iMarketing system.